In this transfer of the data use case, so we can able to write two formats. One is tabulated format and another is diagrammatic representation. When you write the transfer data in the tabular format, so there are actors will be there, description will be there, data, stimulus, then response and the comments. These are the 5 points are going to be present in the system. So here what happens basically, actors are nothing but the activities which it is going to be focused on that. One is the medical receptionist, another is the patient record system. What you wanted to transfer actually, you can able to transfer the medical history of the patient or the personal data of that particular patient. So these two will be there. This is the description that you can able to write it. What are the things that you are going to update, that also you can able to mention in this. Another thing is that the data is this what it is said, patient personal information or is a treatment history. Stimulus is you will be going to give the command, user is going to give the command saying that so transfer the data, either it is the personal information or treatment history to the PRS, that is patient record system. Response from that is confirmation it has been updated in the PRS, the data has been updated. Comments is the receptionist must have the security thing, that is he is the person who can upload the document. Okay, he can access that particular system, so he should have that permission, then only he can able to get the information. So by this also that we can able to transfer the data. This is a tabulated format. This is the previous one is we will be going to have data, that is the use case diagrams data is there. The medical receptionist can communicate with the system. What is the system? There is a registered patient is there, unregistered patient is there, view patient information is there, transfer data is there, then contact patient. So here the medical receptionist is going to communicate, or he is going to have the authority, okay, to do all these activities. Okay, that's what it is going to say in the use case diagrams. Next is the sequence diagram. Sequence diagrams are going to be used for the objects and the actors are going to be present in this, that is listed over there. Then whenever that data is going to be transferred from actors to the objects, then objects to the next object, like that, the communication is going to happen. That is in the form of dotted lines or straight lines that we will be going to mention it. Okay, so we'll see those that type of information in the system. Here is a sequence diagram for view patient information. Do not say just a sequence diagram, because what the system, what the sequence diagram, for which purpose that it has been written, okay, that it should be mentioned. Okay, that's what it is saying. This is patient information is going to be viewed, how it is going to be viewed. So for that the sequence diagram has been written. This is one functionality. Like that use case we have written for that. There is one functionality. So transfer data is one functionality. Okay. So here you can see that the actors, medical reception is the actor, and these are the objects. Now you can be able to see that here. You see P, patient information. D, Medicare database. It is the authorization. AS is authorization. Like this only you should write. Then these are the lines, vertical lines are there till this point that it is going to be in the active state that it is saying. Okay, till this point the active state it is going to be. Next it is going to start again. Okay, now first next you can see that patient, and that's the medical receptionist, is going to give the instructions to the view information. It's a PID, patient history. Okay, patient ID it is being given. So that patient information system, that it takes the UID of that, Okay, patient information, PID and UID of those things that is going to be taken, and it is going to search in the Medicare database. Once it is available, then whether this can be authorized or not, that is going to be checked. Once if it is going to be authorized, it is going to be asked over here. Then once the authorization is going to appear, then authorization is done in this. Then again from here, the patient information system, it is going to be given to the medical receptionist. Then authentication is okay. So this is accepted. Sometimes he is not the person to enter into this particular database. Then there is another information system where the error is going to be mentioned in this. The authorization fails. The data cannot be accepted. By seeing this one, okay, anybody can understand what exactly that it is, this particular function it is doing. Okay, it is executing, right? So you can able to understand very easily. For that purpose, sequence diagrams, use case diagrams are going to be used. Okay. Next, structural models. What do you mean by this structural models? This is nothing but it is a software display of organization system. Okay, the components, how that is going to be organized, and all these things, the relationship between those components in the system, that it is going to be described in this. There are two types of models are there. One is a static model and then there is a dynamic model. When you don't have a static model, all the functionalities are going to be static. System is design is a static one. Okay, when you want to say that dynamic model, when it is getting executed, the model is going to get executed, design is going to get executed. That time the factors, the actions are going to be present in that. Those things are going to be dynamic models. Then you are going to create both static as well as dynamic models in the structural models. So to create that, we need class diagrams. Okay, what do you mean by class diagram? Basically, the object is going to be there, and on that the actions are going to be taken, the functionalities are going to be taken. How these things are going to be associated with the system, that is the class diagram. So in the class, the objects are going to be there and functionalities are going to be there. How these things are going to interact, those things that we will be going to see in this. Because any function that you will be going to write, it is going to have the classes. Okay, and the inheritance concept is also going to be there in this. The object class can be thought of as a definition for one kind of the system object. So anything that you want to do, that particular task, it is going to be given, then that task is going to say that what exactly that function, that class is going to do, and with that particular object, functions will be there. Functions are going to act on the objects. There's a association link is going to be there, the relationship between the classes. Okay, the relationship between the classes are going to be present. These things are going to be represented in the class diagram. Here it is, ML class as well as the association of that. It is nothing but there is a class patient, there is a class patient record. One patient can have one patient record. One patient can have one patient record. A patient record has one patient information. Okay. So either way that we can able to justify. Always the class, these are the two classes, association is the actions. Okay, one or more actions are going to be there, zero or more actions will be there. Okay, so what and all the things that it is going to get associated. By seeing this one, you can able to understand that any patient is going to have individual his patient record system. One patient, one record, like that. Okay. Now you see another class and association diagram where mental health care and PMS activates on this. So now you see there's a doctor is there, consultant is there. one consultant can